I wanted to socially distance on my horse today, but it's raining outside. So I'm stuck inside doing Miss Palizzi's math work. So welcome to day number 24. And today we're going to talk about square roots and cube roots. Square root. That sounds familiar. Well, if you have a square, such as a square of the number 4, what is a root? Well, a root would be a side. So on this side of the square, we have 2 boxes, which is 2, and another 2. So the square root of 4 equals 2. That's how you do that problem. All right, so if you look at today's assignment, square roots and cube roots, and you look at the first page, it will look something like this. There are 6 problems, and in each you have to figure out either square root or cube root. So let's just do some problems, and your answers will all be on the bottom. So once you figure them out, you can go ahead and drag drop, okay? All right, so on the first page, you may get some problems that look like this. So over here, you have something squared. That little exponent 2 is something squared, equals 49. Well, if you had a square of 49, and you have to figure out a number that's the same number that you can multiply that will give you 49, that would be this side is 7, this side is 7. So 7 times 7 is 49. So 7 squared equals 49, okay? Over here, you have what is the cube root of equals 2? Cube root. Well, what does a cube look like? A cube looks like this. So if I had a cube of 8, I have 2 on this side, 2 on this side, and 2 on this side. So 2 times 2 times 2 equals 8. So the cube root, remember root is one side, the cube root of 8 is 2. Okay? So for that problem, we would say the cube root, which is represented by the little 3, of 8 equals 2. Over here, this is a square root symbol. Now, if there isn't a number on the outside of a square root symbol, it is 2. What is the square root of 5? Well, what is a square with 25 units where the root is 5? So times equals 25. Well, let's look at this square right here. And we could see that the square root, one side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is 5 units. And 5 on this side. So 5 times 5 is 25. Okay, so the square root of 25 equals 5. Okay, so let's go ahead and choose that answer. The square root of 25 equals 5. Well, here it's just asking you 4 cubed. Well, that just means 4 times 4 times 4. Well, 4 times 4 is 16. And 16 times 4 is 64. And you could see over here that that is true. Because if I had a cube of 64, each side, the cube root is 4, right? 4 times 4 times 4 equals 64 in that case, okay? All right. The square root of 225 times same number equals 225 is 15, okay? So sometimes you'll have to just figure it out by just taking a few guesses and seeing what number that's the same number multiplied will give you that particular number, right? So here, what is the cube root of 729? So times equals 729. Well, that answer is 9. And you can see here, if you had a cube, 729 cubes, you could see that 9, this side, and you can count 9, times this side, 9 times 9 times 9 equals 729, okay? All right, and that's that page, all right? So the second page is going to look like this, where you have A and B. In the first one, you have Jerome and Kyle. You have to figure out who made the mistake. And in the second one, you have Caroline and Cesar, and you have to figure out who made the mistake. So let's look at what a problem like that would look like, and then you can work on that page by yourself. Okay, so here we have, in my example, we have Jack and Kate. We have a fraction, 3/4 squared equals 3/16. Is that true? Well, let's see. 3 squared is 3 times 3. So my numerator would be 9. And 4 squared is 4 times 4. So my denominator would be 16. So Jack made a mistake, okay? He's the one that made the mistake. All right. So Kate has 3 squared, 3/5 squared equals 9/25. Well, 3 times 3 is 9. 5 times 5 is 25. Kate is right. Karen here says the cube root of 49 equals 7. So that would mean 7 times 7 times 7 would equal 49. And I know that that's not true because 7 times 7 by itself is already 49. So Karen made the mistake, okay? Carlos said the square root of 36 is equals 6. So that means if I had a square and I multiplied each root 6 times 6, I would get 36. So Carlo is right and Karen is the one that made the mistake here, okay? All right, so the next page, you will actually, you know what, let's go over... Nope, the next page. I think we're okay there. Okay, so let's look at this page. This page here, you have A, B, C, D, some problems, and for each problem, you have 3 choices for the correct answer. So once you figure it out, you'll drag and drop that correct A, B, or C into the white box here. So let's look at some of those problems and what they might look like. Okay. So this says Tracy has 64 chairs that she needs to arrange in a square. Which expression would tell Tracy the number of chairs she needs in each row? Well, we're looking for the square root, right? So we can figure that out. That would be answer B. So 64, and we have 8, and we have 8, okay? So here, Lou knows that C cubed equals 216. Which of the following expressions will give Lou the correct value of C? Well, we want to know what number times would give me 216. So we're looking for the cube root, which is answer A, the cube root of 216. Okay? Let's look at 2 final problems here. Angie has a cube planter that holds 125 cubic inches of soil. Find the length of the base of the planter. So you know that a cube, we have times would give us 125. So what number would that be? Well, that would be 5 inches because 5 times 5 times 5 is 125, okay? The last one says a square-shaped poster in Jane's room covers 36 square inches on the wall. What is the length of one side of the poster? So we're looking for a square. So times would give us 36. Well, that would be 6 inches, okay? So go ahead and work on these square and cube roots today, and I will see you on Monday for day number 25. Bye-bye.